Hello. I was just standing here folding laundry and looking at the background behind me and thinking, oh man, it's so sad looking. But I just wanted to say, a lot of things we see online are so curated and produced, and they're set up just perfectly to show off the best portion of people's lives. And I don't think I'm going to apologize for the fact that my house is not Pinterest perfect or Instagram worthy. There are parts of it that are, but I'm a real person who really lives here, and I really have a lot of stuff, and this is my life right now, and I'm very grateful for this house we have. It is a huge blessing. We couldn't have done it without help from God and family. In this current economy, it is really a miracle that we have a house at all. We actually were house hunting in 2020 because we had purchased a house in 2019, and it was supposed to be move-in ready. It ended up having a lot of issues that we couldn't quite figure out what was wrong with it, but we just didn't feel good in the house anymore. And so we moved out. We stayed with my in-laws for 2.5 years, and it was a very special time with them that I will always treasure. But while we were there, we were house hunting, and we live in a town that is growing a lot. And in 2020, the housing market was nuts. Like, my husband and I would find a house we wanted to look at. I was constantly scanning Zillow and all kinds of real estate websites and stuff, and I'd find a house. Same day it goes up, like, hey, we need to go look at this. We schedule a tour, and then by the time we see it the next day, it already has 50 offers on it. Sight unseen, many of them cash offers, over asking price by like 20 grand. And my husband and I were just like, we can't compete with this. This is nuts. Like, what are we supposed to do? So we approached my father-in-law because he had this house. It was his childhood home, and he was renovating it because he intended to keep it as a rental property. But we approached him and we're like, hey, we cannot find a house. We had offered on, I think, 12 or 13 houses and got none of them, and didn't even get close to getting under contract for any of them. So, like, we cannot get a house. We love your house that you're renovating. Can we please buy it from you? Is there some kind of deal we can arrange so that we can get it? And he was willing, and so we worked out a deal and got into this home. And so it is a huge blessing, and I'm very happy and honored to be here in the home of my husband's family. And I hope that I can be a good steward of it and make everyone proud and glad that we're here. And I'm trying to be a better steward. I've been questioning myself lately. Like, am I a good steward? Have I been doing the best with what I have? Or am I just being wasteful or lazy? I'm not lazy. But, the kinds of thoughts that go through your head. So I'm trying to be better and making sure that I stay on top of home maintenance and cleaning and chores and all that. I am a dreamer. I'm an idea person, and I am creative, and so routines are a struggle. I tend to just go with the flow. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I came from a large family, which is true. I'm one of 8 kids. And growing up in a big family, the way my family operated just kind of made it to where you really just have to go with the flow, because there's so many people to consider that even if you share your feelings and about what you want to do, or you have something planned for yourself, there's a bunch of other people to consider that all have their own needs as well. And so you may or may not get to do what you want or what you plan because something else trumps it. And so you just kind of get used to keeping quiet and going with the flow. And as a result, I am not good with routines and planning. And part of that is also just my personality. It's not all my upbringing, but that is why I'm really trying to do better. And I've mentioned several times about trying to stop procrastinating and getting things done. Laundry is one of those things that I always put off because it's one of my least favorite chores, I guess. But I'm really enjoying recording videos while I fold, and it's making me stay on top of it better, which is fantastic. And I'm sure my husband is very happy because it gets very exhausting when normally I'm able to get all the laundry washed, but folding it is a big problem, and it sits in baskets for like a week, and we're all just, where's that shirt I need? And so we dig through all the baskets, and it's time consuming and it's frustrating and stressful. And so I'm trying to do better with that, and it's been much better this week just since I did that folding video last week. So I think I might keep this up. I might make laundry videos part of my regular routine. My goodness, Berlin. We have 2 cats. Their names are Irving and Berlin. And this is her. Hey, kitty. Oh. She is very, get on. She's very hungry at the moment. So I'm going to pause the video and go take care of her.